If you are experiencing foundation issues, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Our Coach's Corner continues this morning with Coach Jonathan Beverly, the head football coach, athletic director at Childersburg High School, and it was all on the line last week with the Lincoln Golden Bears, and it starts out okay, but then the turnover bug gets you.
The turnover bug got us in the second quarter. Played well to start the game out, up 8-0 after the first quarter, and then had a couple coverage breakdowns in the second quarter, along with 3 turnovers in the second quarter. Just can't do that, when you're playing a big game. And credit to Lincoln for coming out and taking advantage of those turnovers. And the ball bounced their way the other night. And for us, we've got to take a step back and look at big picture and focus on finishing the season out the right way.
You teach spring practice, fall practice. You got to take care of the football.
Absolutely. We preach ball security, day in and day out. And for us, last week, we had to put the ball in the air a few more times than we probably, like to week in and week out. We like to run the football, but, they were really focused on taking that away. Our first drive was a 17-play, 80-yard drive.
Feeling good there.
Feeling good, and every first down was picked up via the run. And then that second, third, and fourth drive, looking into the second quarter, they put 8 guys in the box and took everything away from us. So we had to throw the football around. And, we felt like, we had, some good opportunities to take some shots deep, but, the ball didn't bounce our way.
You generally think if they've got 8 people in the box, they're going to stop that run. So you're hoping that it'll free something up in the secondary for some big plays.
Yeah, we had a lot of one-on-one opportunities, and again, credit to some of their guys. One was a tip pass. One got tipped at the line of scrimmage, and they ended up intercepting it that way. One was underthrown, and we had another. Actually, the third one was tipped. So again, had opportunities. Those opportunities didn't bounce our way, and I think that's the mark of a young football team. Talking a few minutes ago, only 9 seniors on this year's team, and love our seniors. The guys have done well and done a good job in getting our program back on solid ground. But still pretty much when it comes to leadership, a small senior class, and we're looking to continue to push forward and bounce back.
Even though you had the turnovers in the first half, still hope going into the third quarter.
Yeah, still had opportunities going into the third. Got a 3 and out to start off the third quarter there, and got the football back. But again, couldn't make opportunities happen for us, on the offensive side of the ball. And again, credit to Lincoln. They've presented everybody they've played with a lot of issues. So they're playing for a region championship tonight for a reason.
Of course, there's plenty of disappointment with the loss and being knocked out of a potential playoff berth. How do you talk to your team after the game?
Well, there's still so much to play for. First of all, I think it was important to take a step back and look at big picture. Obviously coming off of a playoff run last year, I felt like we were maybe a little bit ahead of schedule. And I think sometimes when you make the playoffs and you come to that next year, there's that expectation that okay, well, this is the tangible goal that's right in front of us. But again, I think now, you take a step back and we look at big picture and we see, all right, where are we today compared to where we were? Whether it was a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, where are we today? Also, what's left ahead of us? Our seniors still have 2 opportunities to do some things that haven't been done in a long time. Most of our seniors were born in 2001. The last time we beat Leeds on the football field was the year 2000. So our seniors have an opportunity tonight to go play a Leeds football team that, no senior class before them for the past 18 years has done. They got an opportunity to go beat Leeds. Then they've got an opportunity to finish the season at 500. For their entire careers, they've never finished 500 or better. Even last year, being a playoff team, we were 5-6. So those are 2 things that are still in front of them, in front of us, as a team for 2018. That are definitely very realistic goals, and 2 goals that I think are within reach, and 2 things that our senior class can say, all right, we were able to accomplish this, and the ones before us weren't.
We'll talk about the Leeds contest tonight on the road in Leeds in just a minute after the break. But it was homecoming, big parade, tailgating. Fans are all in over there.
Absolutely. It was a great crowd. Credit to our community for coming out and doing a great job. The tailgating was awesome. The parade was awesome the night before.
Did you visit the tailgating at all?
I did not. Usually on Fridays, after lunch, we're kind of all in on getting ready for the game. But I did get to see the people out there on the practice fields doing that, and that's awesome. And that's something that we hope to be able to build. And this is the first year we did that, and looking for something that we can build as a tradition.
Coach Jonathan Beverly, the Childersburg Tigers, our guest. We'll look at Leeds right after this.
Hot under the collar because your basement is full of water? Call a local company you can trust. Ox Foundation Solutions. We use the most advanced water management system to stop water from invading your basement for good. Things feeling a little uneven at home? Ox Foundation Solutions will fix your uneven concrete sidewalk, driveway, or basement in no time. Ox Foundation Solutions has the best plan to keep your home safe. If you are experiencing any issues with your sidewalks, basement, crawl space, or foundation, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
We believe everybody should have a great night's sleep. That's why you have to check out our Scott Living mattress collection today. Quality, comfort, and a lot of ease. Dream big.
Introducing Scott Living Mattresses. For a limited time, save up to $1,000 on any Scott Living mattress set, plus 24-month special financing when you buy a Scott Living mattress set. Now is the best time to save up to $1,000 on a Scott Living mattress set.
Come in today to check out these and many more great deals. King's Mattress Outlet, Sylacauga.
The Leeds Green Wave, the opponent tonight for the Childersburg Tigers, and year in, year out, Leeds has been a championship football program, kind of falling on a few hard times this year.
Yeah, they've had a rough year, by their standards, and kind of in a similar boat for us. Last week they were playing for their playoff hopes, and they lost to a very good Hanley football team on the road, and so they're coming into this week, kind of in the same boat that we are. Knowing that more than likely there won't be any postseason play, but I'm not exactly sure how Coach Gibson is motivating them, but for us, it's a great opportunity to go out and beat a good football program.
Now this Leeds program, they know how to win football games.
Absolutely. I mean, they've won multiple state championships in the past couple of decades. Probably since 2007, 2008, have been one of the more storied programs in the state. Probably, they've bounced back and forth between 3A and 4A, but they've done a really good job. They've won state championships in both classifications, and they've done a good job. So, again, an opportunity for us to go and play a storied program and to do something that hasn't been done in Childersburg football in a long time.
What about this Green Wave team on tape?
They run the football extremely well. Defensively, they gamble a lot. They bring a lot of pressure, and so that's something that we're going to have to prepare for. They take risk on both sides of the ball, especially on special teams. They take a lot of risks. They've onside kicked multiple times this year. They've popped up. Kicked multiple times of the year. So, and they've recovered multiple times. So, that's something that we've got to prepare for. And so, again, they take a lot of risk, high risk, high reward for them. And so, we know that there's some things they're going to be able to do that we've got to prepare for.
In practice this week at Childersburg, coming off that loss last week against Lincoln, what have you noticed about your team?
Honestly, it's been a very spirited week of practice. I think, again, we've got a small senior class, but we've got a very hard-working senior class. And, I think it would have been easy for them to come in Monday and Tuesday and kind of, have their shoulders slumped and their head down because of knowing that they wouldn't be able to go to the playoffs their senior year. But instead, it was the opposite. I think they came in with high spirits. And I think, again, they were able to kind of step back and see big picture. And, even though it's a small class, they're all extremely bright. They're all extremely, hardworking. And they've really bought in, and they know that they're laying the foundation and laying the groundwork for something that's going to be good ahead.
With this 9 seniors only on Childersburg's football team this year, the future bodes very bright. One or two of those seniors, and we don't have time to showcase them all today, but one or two of them that's really been leaders for you.
The first one that comes to mind is Christian Guerrero. He's the epitome of a great teammate. I think when you think of a great high school player, a great high school athlete, I think you think of a kid like him, who is not the biggest, not the strongest, not the fastest, but, he's got the one thing that you can't measure, and that's heart, determination, extremely hardworking, and probably, if I could think of an ambassador for Childersburg athletics, it would be Christian Guerrero. Another kid that comes to mind, our quarterback, Austin Douglas, who worked from, his sophomore year on, to get into a position to be the starting quarterback. And he had to, spend 2 years behind, a couple of guys that, were great for our program, and he played his role. He did his job. He served as scout team quarterback for 2 years, and took his lumps in practice and earned the opportunity to lead this football team his senior year. And so, we definitely appreciate him, a high level of gratitude for the kind of kid that comes to work every day and has progressively gotten better over the course of his career and over the course of the senior year.
You mentioned your ambassador, if there was one, Guerrero. It bothers him for Childersburg to lose a football game.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a competitor. He's the ultimate competitor, and he doesn't like to lose. He loves to win, but regardless, he loves doing things the right way. He loves representing our program, our school, our community the right way. And again, I would have him represent Childersburg in any and every way all the time.
All right, let's do this again next week, okay?
Absolutely, yes,
Leeds
sir.
Green Wave tonight as Childersburg on the road. We'll be back with Coach Beverly next Friday morning here on Daybreak. More on the show, our Star Student of the Month, right after this.